So after touring flooded communities this morning, the Prime Minister sped back to Westminster tonight, where he's been depicting himself as a man determined to take charge. And he denied the government could have prevented the scale of the crisis by spending more time before now. Now, I just want to show you a shot which is coming up now on my second camera. The fire engine has moved in. The army are up beyond. They're offloading sandbags. They are in action finally now. That's the sandbag truck up there. The fire engine's just passing it. There is some action at last on protecting these houses. Our political editor, Gary Gibbon, has this report.
The Prime Minister saw the broken rail link to the southwest. He visited a flood control centre and then saw some more flooding just 20 miles west of Downing Street, where he then gave this promise to flood victims.
Money is no object in this relief effort. Whatever money is needed for it will be spent.
Isn't the truth that you're having to say now money is no object for a relief effort because you didn't prioritise flood prevention enough before?
Well, I don't accept that because we're spending £2.4 billion on flood defences in this four-year period, which is more than the £2.2 billion spent in the last period. And we have, as I said, topped up that money when we've seen the events in Somerset and the extra work that can be done.
But today, the focus was on trying to give immediate comfort to flood victims like the hundreds upstream from Westminster. David Cameron promised pressure on insurers to pay up, grants to build floodgates. In Chertsey in Surrey, we saw soldiers deployed, fire engines loaned. But you still found homes where they say they feel abandoned to their watery fate.
What we've done ourselves, all our neighbours next door have helped.
Has anyone in authority been here? A policeman, army?
Nobody, nothing at all. Only to block the road off.
And how long has the water been coming through?
Started the 7th of January.
How do you think the politicians are doing?
They're all talk and no go.
We feel like we're on an island, and it's a terrible feeling. When you look out the window and see all that, it's a terrible feeling, believe me, you know. But what can we do? We've got no choice. We're here. We're here. That man's lived here for 32 years. He's never seen anything like it.
He's underwater too?
He's under. Everybody is along here. Everybody is.
Will all this push climate change back up the political agenda? Will some of those politicians who've been at the sceptical end of the scale change their mind? Have you changed your view on climate change as you keep coming back to your constituency and see it underwater?
Well, I don't know what view you think I had on climate change.
When you became Transport Secretary, you were the friend of the motorists, said the war on the motorist is over. The petrol heads rejoiced when you got that job.
Well, I don't think the two things are incompatible. I've got no doubt that the climate is changing, and I have no doubt that there is a component of human contribution to climate change.
What do you think is the other component?
Well, I mean, I think there are natural rhythms, solar rhythms that contribute as well.
Not really. No, sorry about that.
As ever on the Tories' tails, just around the corner, Nigel Farage.
Sorry.
Didn't you get up in the European Parliament and say history may judge this as the biggest, stupidest mistake of mankind to get so head up about climate change?
Well, yes, I have said that in the past.
And do you think you were wrong?
If you look at the cost to British industry...
But were you wrong? Your analysis, was that wrong?
I don't know. I've never known.
Well, it matters, doesn't it?
No, I have no idea whether CO2 emissions are leading to global warming.
David Cameron has said he strongly suspects climate change is behind the floods. Tonight he warned the current onslaught will get worse before it gets better.